poor Landon's at school at 8:30 thinking that he's gonna get a phone call any minute. And it was more like 9:45 when he finally got the phone call from me.
Okay guys, welcome back to our channel. We're on our way to school. I get my x-ray results today to see if I broke my ankle and yep.
Feeling kind of nervous. We are just on our way to school. It is Wednesday, which means Turin is still in bed snoozing. And as Landon told you, we find out this morning if he broke his ankle or if it's just a bruise. So he's feeling so nervous this morning. The bummer part of it is that his doctor's office doesn't open until 30 minutes after he is in school. So what did I promise you, Land?
You promised me that you would call the school and let me know.
I promised him because I got some pretty big news. So we're just saying extra prayers on the way to school today that it's not broken. Okay, and Ava, Ashley, Landon, how much are we missing the Las Vegas 90-degree weather right now? It is freezing and cloudy this morning, and we are wishing that we were back in the sun.
Going to the pool every day.
All right, you guys, we have the results of the x-ray. It took a lot longer this morning than we were anticipating. We kind of thought the results would just be there when the office opened this morning, but the radiologist has to read it at the hospital, and then they have to send it over to the pediatrician's office, and then the nurse has to call me. So I think there was a little bit of a delay there. So poor Landon's at school at 8:30 thinking that he's gonna get a phone call any minute. And it was more like 9:45 when he finally got the phone call from me. The nurse called me, I answered on my AirPods at the gym, and I am just praying my heart out as it felt like the words were coming out in slow motion from her. But I am feeling so relieved because his ankle is not broken. Oh my gosh. I, yesterday, as you could tell, was trying to stay so positive because the truth is when something happens, there's nothing you can do about it except to go forward with a positive attitude and faith that everything's gonna be okay. But I was feeling stressed and discouraged for cute little Landon. He has been through it. He's been through so much already, and this would have been just another bump in the road. So I am feeling like this is the biggest blessing in the whole world. They said to just keep icing, do ibuprofen, kind of take it easy. They said the brace would be a great support to him to kind of help it heal faster, so that's great. He's always wearing his braces. So as of now, we're not going to postpone his physical therapy. He technically doesn't start until next Tuesday. They said to just let pain be his guide. So if he's feeling okay by next Tuesday, we're going for it. So needless to say, we are feeling very grateful at the Bingham house today. Alright, you guys, we are all together as a family because tonight we have a bunch of sports going on. Turin's got soccer practice. Ashton has a soccer game tonight. It is a gnarly day of weather for spring. We've got hail, we've got thunderstorms. We're not really sure if any of this is gonna happen, but can I just get a big round of applause from the entire Bingham family for the fact that Landon does not have a broken ankle. Woo! Go Lando! Best news ever. All right, we are here at the fields now, and the weather has cleared up a smidge. We no longer have any hail or thunderstorms. It's a little gloomy, it's still freezing. The fields are very wet. So Ash is gonna head out there and see if this game's happening. All right, well, Ashton's team is here, but it looks like the opposing team is not going to show up tonight. That's what's so hard about weather like this. Just an hour ago, there was thunder, lightning, hail, and it seemed like the game was not going to be able to be played, but the weather has cleared up and they really still can play. So it looks like the other team's forfeiting. They're gonna have to wait it out for about 10 minutes, make sure the other team doesn't show up, and then we're out of here. Turin's practice is officially canceled, so we might have a much quieter night than we had planned on. We might just have to build a fort. That's what I always did when I was little and it was a rainy day. We'd build a fort eat pizza, and watch a movie. All right, we are taking this rainy day very seriously. The kids are getting, oh, Ava's getting started. We are making a fort in the family room. We picked up some pizzas for an easy dinner. We're just gonna watch a movie in our fort, have some pizza, and enjoy this gloomy day. All right, here's the plan for the fort. Originally, we were attaching everything to these bar stools, but they're kind of on the low side. So we're trying to use the edges of couches, and we're thinking of maybe dragging over the kitchen table because we want the edges to be a little bit higher so that it's not like we have to crawl underneath. We want some space under there so we can sit. All right, Turin, let's try to drag this table over. Okay, Ash is giving us some walls back here, making it more like a full-on fort under here. We don't want to be able to see out of the edges. Ooh, we're gonna need some blankets on the other side of the table. The whole thing, yeah. So we can get in there to eat our pizza?
Yeah, and then like have light noise that eat your pizza.
So we can see. Yeah, good plan, good plan. We are busting out the pretzel pizza. Seems to kind of be our thing at Little Caesars right now. Pretzel crust all the way. Pepperoni.
It's more like pretzel pizza, not just crust.
A couple of them are considering sleeping in this fort tonight. Not just eating pizza, not just watching a movie, but sleeping. We will see how long that lasts. Last night was a night for the books. The wind was so loud, we thought our house was gonna fall over.
I live with that every night in the fall.
Do you hear this guy over here? He lives with this every night.
I do, in the fall.
Our house is close to a canyon, and at night the wind blows out of the canyon, and Turin's room gets the bulk of that wind. So it's the loudest. It's the loudest by far. Yes, I was laying with Turin. We lay with our kids before they go to bed at night, and I was laying in Turin's bed last night, fell asleep. So Ashton ended up in there. It was a party in there, but the wind was so loud that I kept thinking there was like a big crash, and I jump up and it was nothing. It was crazy.